36. In the name of that deity of mine, this is my meed of praise, him of whose many appellations one, the most glorious is. Those things which unto all others are insuperable, the whole of these matters are easy and feasible unto him. He is the sovereign over all the rulers of the earth, over the head of every monarch. He is also the king. Is anyone able to place a sun in the firmament? Yet he in the heavens hath elevated this glorious orb. Can anyone spread out a veil over the disk of the sun? But see, he hath entirely concealed it in the veil of the clouds. Who is there capable of producing a moon to light the night? He hath created many moons to illumine the nocturnal gloom. Can anyone pour down a single raindrop from the sky? Yet he hath rained upon us the genial showers of spring. Who is there equal to give vitality even to a mosquito? Yet he hath given life to the whole creation of the earth. Hath anyone the ability to give the red tinge to stone? But he hath colored it with the argowan's rich hue. Can anyone cause a single flower to grow from out the earth? Yet he hath made to bloom the gardens of sweetest flowers. Hath anyone the power to produce water from fire? He, from the fire of summer, hath produced the winter rains. Hath anyone the ability to impart religions unto man? Yet he upon his servants hath faith and religion bestowed. Can anyone ascend from earth to heaven? Yet this potent power he hath unto Jesus Christ assigned. Who is there that can hold converse with the Almighty? Yet to this degree he hath the patriarch Moses exalted. Who is mighty enough to place a saddle on the steed of the wind, whilst he hath high in air the throne of Suleiman set up? What man with snowy beard can unto the last day live? Yet upon Khizr great faith, this great favor hath he conferred. Hath any one power to produce gems from out of the raindrops, whilst he from out the raindrops hath produced pearls? Who is there can supply food unto all creatures? Yet he unto all created things is the giver of daily bread. That which he can perform, none else can accomplish. All the most powerful are impotent before his omnipotence. He hath founded a house of stone in the midst of the waters, in which he hath given unto fire security and protection. The earth hath bowed down its head in his adoration, and the firmament is bent over in the worship of him. Every tree and every shrub stand ready to bend before him. Every herb and blade of grass are a tongue to utter his praise. Every fish in the deep praiseth and blesseth his name. Every bird in the meadows and in the fields magnifieth him. All things are occupied in offering thanksgiving unto him, whether mankind or the genii or the beasts of the field. The created things themselves have not held him in such estimation as the great love and regard they are held in by him. No one hath discovered the extent of his omniscience, his knowledge and perception. Such a boundless ocean is, neither doth anyone bear likeness or similitude unto him, nor doth he bear likeness or similitude unto anyone. With him there is neither deficiency, detriment, nor decline. He is wholly without defect, without decline or deterioration. He hath neither simile nor similitude, nor hath he place. He is without semblance, without comparison, without abode. From all form, structure, or configuration, he is exempt. Yet all figure, lineament, and formation from him proceed. No one beholdeth him with his eyes, nor can he be looked upon. And yet, ineffable and inscrutable, he is manifest to all. If anyone should say, he cannot be seen, verily he cannot. And should he so say, he is in truth apparent unto all. With doubt and without distrust, consider him immaculate in all things soever of which people are hard of belief. No one hath lauded him equal unto his just deserts, neither hath any one sufficiently resounded his praise. Out of the thousands of his excellencies and his perfections, deem not that one by Rahman hath been adequately expressed. And in regards to poem 12, people would typically carry money in a purse or in a belt by their waist. 15, the boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all that beauty, all that wealth e'er gave, await alike the inevitable hour. The paths of glory lead but the grave. The note to 15 is the ABD-URRAʿMÄN, or moving sand, is situated 40 miles north of Kabul towards the mountains of Hindu Kush. Near the base of the mountains, it is a sheet of pure sand, in height about 400 feet and 100 broad, and lies at an angle of 45 degrees. The sand is constantly shifting, and they say that in the summer season, a sound like that of drums may be heard issuing from it. And then in 16, they're talking about signs and omens that approach at the end of the world, the deposit and pledge for the observance of faith, the mode of saluting by raising the right hand to the forehead or placing it to the breast, the Brahminical cord hinted at in 18, or other sacred threads that the Jews or the Zoroastrians may wear or something. 19, head and headmen are, there's a play of words here that's not in the translation. 20, the dirham of silver and the dinar of gold. To give a difference between, I guess maybe they're even the same size, but the gold is obviously more. In the East, they wash the bodies before dressing them in their grave clothes. And Kidr means the green one. Abba Sind is the Indus. And Alam Gir is the world conquering. And let me, okay, these notes are not by which poem they are, because there's only 36 of them. So disregard the numbers, but the Carices siliguastrum is a tree with beautiful red flowers, and that's probably what that thing means. There's also this herb that's like the Hindu ginseng, people call it, that may relate to that. Wagawan. Black antimony is referenced. Steel Spectre number 336 says, there are such wild inconsistencies in the thoughts of a man in love that I have often reflected there can be no reason for allowing him more liberty than others possessed with frenzy, but that his distemper has no malevolence in it to any mortal. The devotion to his mistress kindles in his mind a general tenderness, which exerts itself towards every object as well as his fair one. And let's, of course, distinguish between the whole being in love and, you know, just mere bodily love. But Jem or Jemshed is the name of an ancient Persian king concerning which there are many fables. The cup of Jemshed, called Jem is said to have been discovered filled with the elixir of immortality when digging for the foundations of Persepolis, and is more famous in the East than even Nestor's cup among the Greeks. It has furnished the poets with numerous allegories and allusions to wine, the philosopher's stone, magic, enchantment, divination, the like. Dhul-Fiqar, the sword of Ali, the son-in-law of Muhammad, and his cousin as well. And